If you own rental income investment property, you need to implement asset protection. And let me give you a little bit of a case study here. So this is the story of a rental income property owner. He lived on the property, and there was a legal unit there on the property that he rented out. And so he had a great tenant there who was renting the space, and the tenant was in a therapy business, like a physical therapy business. The tenant had an office off-site where she would go and conduct her business. But occasionally, this sports therapist had clients show up at this rental unit at this property to do her thing. And one of the clients got hurt on the property. There was some construction going on. Anyways, it was a bad injury, and for sure got injured. But what happened next is just textbook asset protection and why you need it. And so what happened is a lawsuit followed, and the landlord was sued for this injury, and the landlord didn't have any asset protection. And so the first thing he did was he looked at his insurance policy. Now, insurance is a great first line of defense, but oftentimes it won't cover the liability, especially if it's a punitive damage. No insurance covers that. But also the insurance, you might not have enough insurance. Let's say you get sued for $2 million and you've got a $1 million liability policy. Where's the other $1 million coming from? That's a personal liability to you. And remember too, that when people sue you, they don't even know how much insurance coverage you have. There's no correlation between the amount of a lawsuit and the amount of your insurance. They just go for it and get whatever they can, regardless of your insurance. But in this case, the insurance company said, well, wait a minute, you have a residential insurance here. This is a business. This was a business activity. We don't want to touch this thing. So insurance was trying to get out of it. Not good. The other issue was that there was no asset protection. So there was no limited liability company involved in the scenario, or proper asset protection trust or anything. And so the lawsuit now can break out of this rental property. So there's no containment. So a limited liability company contains a liability. There's some other tools you can use to contain a liability to the property. But in this case, this big lawsuit, and it was a healthy one, can just break right out and attack the landlord's other assets. Stocks, bonds, and cash. If there's other rental property, they can go after that, even retirement accounts. So this was a hair on fire situation. And what the takeaway is here is that if you're in the business of owning rental income property, you need to be properly protected, understand what asset protection means for you, and just do the right thing. It's crazy today, 40 million lawsuits being filed in the US every year. People are just going for it. You have a target on your back. So be prepared.